GMGT, yeah, GMGT. Good music, good times, we bring the good vibes. Where the culture lives, we ain't just nice, we real nice. Good music, good times, we bring the good vibes. Where the culture lives, we ain't just nice, we real nice. GMGT, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yo, GMGT is where the culture lives. GMGT ain't just full of vibes, you know. They full of real vibes. So keep it locked. I said to keep it locked.
Add us on all social media platforms at DJ Dazzle, Nikki G The Voice, and Shandy Media.
We are the reason you get written up or worse, fired. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Yalla, hey, yalla, hey, yalla, hey, DJ. Shoot it! With a girl like you, me no come here so fi waste no time. Hey, when you walk past everybody and reach up inna the front line. Right. Yalla, how you a flirt so? You make me wanna work you. Yalla, one thing me certain, you know me nah waste no time. Come on, you're mine tonight, girl, you're mine tonight. Take me in my rhythm, cash music. You're mine tonight, girl, you're mine tonight. Take me on my private line so we can make love. She said she want to walk up and drink and wine up so bad. When she hear Charlie Black songs, them each time she carry on so bad. The boy not pay her no mind and she will want some good so bad. When that girl you wine, it's like she want make up my mind. She said she want bubble for me. She want get in a trouble for me. Want see them money double for me. She said let me work the race. Say baby, show me emotion. Y'all come embrace me like the ocean. This is a team unstoppable devotion. Show me all your tricks. You give me a reason. You give me a reason.
You don't have to explain. Your life is excellent. Come on, baby, let's go party. I'ma bring the Bentley around. Best ride of your life. And I'ma make your love come down. Best time of your life.
Every girl, turn round. Couple in a one, I know that compound. Pour champagne, make your haters drown. We so high, we don't want come down. High grade, in the smoking zone. Alcohol bust up in a head like stone. Put it on a yard, pick up your can roll. We so high, we don't want come down.
Kiss up your lips, them. You know me miss them. Your body good, no one like it in a cheese them. Diamond and platinum, they on your wrist them. Kiss up your lips, them. You know me miss them. Your body good, no one like it in a cheese them. Diamond and platinum, they on your wrist them. Love you with your heels on. Your love skin tight and clean. Baby, a bedroom sentence, yeah. She said, believe me, you are my baby. Loving it right for me, girl. Loving it wine for me, yeah. Believe me, you are my baby. Loving it right for me, girl. Loving it wine for me, yeah. Mama Kita, that body they so thick. Say she loves see the vein, them a so the papi feet. So me take her road, she go on a trip. Ex-boyfriend a pass and a anyway a sleep. Position, for the soda land. Girl, your body good, you never ever kill a man. We in love, you we not do no division. Yeah, good as me done do the revision. She said, baby, me love how you love me. Me say, baby, me feel the same. Boy, can't say my queen is ugly. Be pretty like in our embrace play. Any minute now, what's on, I forgot to eat. No worry about money at the least. Buy a Benz, you're stepping up the speed. Come last when you done, take it easy. Believe me, you are my baby. Loving it right for me, girl. Loving it wine for me, yeah. Believe me, you
good at where you beat. Girl, one them ever unique. How them want do the same style like we. We call them for the fashion monkey. You have some beautiful tattoo, people like open up. Anyway you walk your thing loud like a sign to love. Coloring this life like it's all in crayon. Searching, now we found love in all these crayons. Searching, coloring this life like it's all in crayon. Searching, now we found love in all these crayons.
Take over the tongue.
Everybody, this is Shandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy, and I'm here with my DJ
Dazzle.
That's it, no dazzle, frazzle, nothing.
The girl them hustle. With the clear razzle.
And we are also here with the voice of God. I don't know if he's gonna say anything or just stay silent right now.
I'm gonna say something. Hi, God.
So I know we had a fat. Well, hold on. First, I want to say thank you guys for holding it down for me while I was on my hiatus last week. Come on. It was a good show.
I really enjoyed the show.
I know you really enjoyed the show. I just had to remind you, like, this is Watch Trouble. This is not Kareem Central. But I'm going to leave it at that. But you guys did a great job. Yeah. I'll give you guys. It was good.
I definitely enjoyed that back. Yeah.
Voice of God, get some, some eyes. You know? It was a good show.
I'm happy to hear that.
Off? Oh, so it was already on.
Yeah, it was already on.
Oh. Damn it, look at me doing shit here.
Look at you. I'm getting better at this. Look at you. You need to give me some snaps.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can snap. Is it snapping? Is it working? Is it working?
So, within the meantime, in between time, we have the beautiful Leonce that is going to be on the Jitsi with us. We're going to interview.
I was really looking forward to
her coming into the studio. I know.
Oh, I can't tell you the disappointment I felt when she said Jitsi. It's like, damn it.
Well, you know what? In her defense, the weather ended up not being the greatest, so she couldn't make it.
Listen, I was gonna lock myself in this little day and just look at her from behind the glass.
Like when Zola was here?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You had to see him behind bars.
Yeah.
Behind these prison walls, doing my basics.
I was gonna say let's go back into the music, but the interview's gonna start probably in the next 15 minutes.
You know me very well. A lot could happen in 15 minutes.
I know a lot can happen in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I just want to do like a quick something. How was your weekend?
My weekend was very relaxing. It is daylight saving. No, it was daylight savings time. So, it was a lot of sleeping, know?
That 1 hour effed me up, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been tired all week, drained.
I'm not gonna lie, the days have been going by so fast.
It's a lot of hibernation that I did for the weekend, and I still can't catch myself.
Yeah. I haven't caught up yet.
I think when you sleep too much, you get real tired.
I went to Target yesterday and I buy some vitamins. I said, "Nah, man, something wrong. Something wrong." I buy some one a day.
As someone who does not get a lot of sleep, trust me, when you don't get a lot of sleep, you still be tired. Cause,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm looking like a damn midget on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking your truth. That's all.
I just want to say shout out to everybody on the Mixcloud family, on the Julian's Promos family, on the Facebook family. Share that live when you get a chance. We are on the Mixcloud as GMGT. If you're on Facebook, GMGT.LIVE, or go into Watch Trouble pages, you should see us there. And also on the Trouble in the Morning pages, you'll see us there as well. Remember, share that live.
Share the live.
So, do we want to... Antonia, thank you. Christina, thank you. Evan, thank you. Thank you all for tuning in. DJ Backstar, thank you for tuning in as well. Dazzle, I know you got something looping there, so I'm going to let you get back into the music real quick. And we'll be back at approximately 8:25. Just to chit chat before the interview starts. No, I'm not gonna give you all that time because I wanna get into like 2 news topics at least.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
You're the boss. You didn't. I mean, we only
held it down.
Yeah, it's like
let the record reflect that this is the first time a woman says she will not give a man all that time.
And on that note, we're gonna go back into the music.
Starting with the violence early.
Watch Trouble.
Hey girl, you that do look good at where you beat. Girl, one them ever unique. How them want do the same style like we. We call them for the fashion monkey. You You have some beautiful tattoo, people like open up. Anyway you walk your thing loud like a sign to a love. Coloring this life like it's all in crayon. Searching, now we found love in all these crayons. Searching, coloring this life like it's all in crayon. Searching, now we found love in all these.
One stop driver, let me off. You know, sister, you want move too fast. Stopping at the bar by your strips and a floss. Sanitary cup, me no just glass. Here girl a pass and I say them a say them want turn me in a breakfast. Style so sick on no figure fi Red Cross. Louis VT's and me Levi's shoes. Me see you true Bulgari eyeglass. Man a war for your body, mind smaddy like glass. Right from the whole road at the bypass. And you not stop at all boat, you a fly fast. Chance time na the forecast. Take for your boy girl quicker than fast. Come in a me classroom na the S class. Wind up like the wind that you never exhaust.
Pound a rice and pound a chicken back. Pound a rice and pound a chicken back. Pound a rice and pound a chicken back. Yeah, I'm eating that. Love the dumpling with the chicken back. Love the white rice with the chicken back. Love the bread back with the chicken back. Yeah, I'm eating that.
Everybody cups up. Everybody cups up. For the girl my God loves. If you know what I mean.
She say I did love. Get your pumped up. Fit the talks my God drugs. If you know what I mean.
Dark shades on my white tees. Oh Lord. Pick up my car keys. Cuban link on my Nikes. When the girls I'm sweet, them so whitey. Hypey.
See me and I come and make a light. Girl, you're right. I will be up for the night. You're not regular, you're like a Porsche or a kite. You know, tell God bless you every night. I'm a prayer.
Well, keep ticking, no, I keep dripping, no, I ain't giving up. So I know you point no man. Hear that? One life to live, but that's why me I go hard. Tomorrow no promise, so me no turn on me hard. Man live without living. Man in it, 2 minutes. Live without living.
Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play sleep up like a helicopter, when them see the lyrics constructor. Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play sleep up like a helicopter, when them see the lyrical doctor. Coffee acting up the temperature for them see. Me know the man fi but friend me fi any. Yo, I first me see people there around me so plenty, but me pocket na empty, me need space so large. Yeah, me see them a watch me 2 o'clock now. I'ma see through me everything for lockdown. Sitting in a the bed, the bikini and the century. I drench me, but for me fire go blaze. And I see him way, so me see the enemy a protest. Whoa, and him could come the closest. No, I can feel still I do the mostest. I want me to put in the work and just the process. Oh, yes, that's how we grind right now. Coffee with the prime time flow. Time for we accumulate the kinds I know. Me say, give me the signs like, whoa, coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play sleep up like a helicopter, when them see the lyrics constructor. Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play sleep up like a helicopter, when them see the lyrical doctor.
Me come over, make your bad body top. Now left me a bim pan lock. Now I go tell no lie. When me get you inside, I gonna make all the lie roll back. Glad say you came in my life. Bet we make sweet love tonight. Wetter than the ocean with the tide. Can't do round and me never have to revive you. Him say baby love, be my love. And that she'd have good comfort. Type of girl why make him come right back. Never get a girl like me. Me say yes my love. Would you love? Give me anything I want, like one-stop shop. Yeah, funds we run like boat pan trap. Come me have good comfort. Yeah, me sitting blessing, hold him from a catching. Save him from past gal with depressing. Touch you make you feel good, no storytelling. Do what my take you could have swear some swelling. You excite me like action shows. Stick with your true highs and lows. Not chatty silent and 6 tiptoes. Cause I love it when me take all you. Don't big down so that I rock like boat. Turn your one, come on body hot like throat. Me have something for your boss bout. Plus me try hard for no more load. Now let you in sometime you behave bad and give trouble. But a paradise inside I'm a good comfortable. Regular him to be a love, be my love. And that shit have good comfort. Type of girl why make him come right back. Never get a girl like me. Me say yes my love. Would you love me anything you want like one-stop shop? Yeah, so I run like boat pan trap. And me have good comfort. Yeah.
Look
take it down.
All right,
Take it
all
down.
right,
There
all
you go,
right. Rusty.
There you go.
But yeah.
Look
You know
at
why?
you.
Because you have the foot thingy. So I thought you would have kick it down and...
No?
That doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way. I wish it did.
I'm like, all right, he'll press the button to go down and then I could just talk.
Whoa.
All right, good night, everybody. Once again, if you're now tuning in, this is Watch Trouble on GMGT Live. I'm here with DJ Dazzle, the voice of God. And I just want to give some special shout outs to some people on the check-in. So I want to shout out DJ Snuff. I want to shout out to Tio, all the way in Georgia, to Gigi, to Zell, to Dwayne, aka Crip, and to Manifa out there. Hipster, who's out there in Twitch land, please share that live as well. I'm going to assume Hipster is Berto.
Berthel.
Yeah, I love her. I love her. I love her.
Berthel is amazing. Shout out to you.
She's extra amazing. To my, because there's so many, we have so many different platforms, guys. So.
Yeah.
All right, to my Julian's Promos family, to Antonia, to Christine, to Josiah, to everybody out there, you know, much love to you guys. So the first thing I wanted to bring up, I don't know if you saw, if you guys are on my on the Watch Trouble page, then you would see that this story came up in the news earlier this week. So apparently there's a hate crime that occurred in Williamsburg. A 27-year-old Hasidic male was robbed, and can anybody guess what they stole from this gentleman?
His little, what's that called, a yarmulke or whatever?
Yarmulke? The yarmulke, but I wouldn't even say it's the yarmulke alone. They took the whole furry hat with it.
Stupid.
I'm not gonna lie, those hats are kind of cool.
It looks warm, but then when you check it, it's the center that's opened for the yarmulke, so it's not even that warm.
Honestly, I've never seen the top of the hat, so you know. But
So-
within the same token, it is wrong, guys. It's wrong. These guys spend their money and share it amongst their community for them.
So
it's
what
wrong.
it's called a sheret meal, and it's actually worth $8,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know what's worth that. Look at your face. Yes, it's worth $8,000.
No shade, but all of them dressed the same. So that's to tell you how much wealth is shared between that community.
$8,000.
$8 grand for that. And
Wow.
that means it's like authentic fur.
And all of them have one.
And all of them have one.
Damn, bro.
$8,000.
But you never know. It could be passed down from generation to generation. You never know.
In the meantime, people out here with Alexander McQueen's thinking they're the ish.
Right? You got the fur. So whoever stole it, you trying to say they got props because they valued it before they stole it?
You know
I'm
what?
done.
Walking around with your little $700 sneaker thinking you the ish. Meanwhile,
their caps are worth 10 times more.
So anyway, the individual that they're being sought after is a male who's 5'7" to 5'10", tall, 125 pounds.
That sounds like me.
Was wearing a hooded sweatshirt and gray sweat pants.
That sounds like me.
You trying to implicate yourself? Sorry.
I'm not 125.
Oh.
Voice of God, you better tuck that gray sweater somewhere.
So another thing that I had in the news, I know everybody's COVID out, so it's one of the lesser evils that I'm going to discuss. The United States is looking to give Canada and Mexico some vaccines because those two countries are running low on vaccines. Can anybody guess which vaccine they're giving them or looking to give them?
The Johnson?
No.
The Pfizer?
No.
The one from Russia?
The AstraZeneca.
Oh. Why that one, you think?
I'm not gonna put myself out there with the conspiracy theories.
You're already giving the face.
You have the conspiracy face and you have the conspiracy tone. You heard her?
Yeah.
Can you guess which one they're gonna give out?
So if you guys follow this story, the AstraZeneca, it's pretty controversial, especially in Europe. They actually shut down giving this vaccine out in Europe, and they are in the middle of now a fourth wave of COVID. So the reason why they've stopped giving out the AstraZeneca is because it's proven to give people blood clots, although they're saying it's a small amount of people that are suffering with blood clots and have actually resulted into death.
If I told you today, right, I can save 1,000 lives, but I have to kill 50 people, would you allow me to?
That's a tough one, but I know for the greater good. I'm supposed to say for the greater good of mankind, do what you have to do.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm a person where every life counts, because suppose it's your mother or your wife in the middle of that 50.
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
I have to kill 50 people. Yes, your mom can die. Your kids can die.
I'm not for it because then it'll be my whole family line. It'll just be me, the cheese that stood alone.
Right.
So I'm not for it. No,
All right, okay,
I'm not.
good.
What about you?
I don't think I'm for it either.
Okay.
It's gonna be a hard thing, but for me, like, how do you choose 50 people to kill?
So apparently, it's 7 million AstraZeneca shots that we have here in the U.S. 2.5 is gonna go Mexico. The other 5 is gonna go up to Canada, or vice versa. They haven't quite worked it out. They said by tomorrow we'll know if they're really giving it out. So I'm gonna assume, and I'm going on a wild end, that maybe, just maybe, the AstraZeneca is gonna be a testing ground for these two countries, and
nobody from Mexico dying from that.
The best
That's
man win.
No, that tequila they got.
Yeah. And nobody from Mexico dying from
That
it.
the best man win.
You know what's crazy? I think that's just a way for them to save face with Canada.
That crossed my mind too after Trump made a whole mess with that too.
Truth be told, yeah, Canada was responsible for a lot of the PPE equipment that
the
that went
masks
out
and stuff.
that we needed, and when Canada needed some assistance,
Trump was like, deuces?
It's like F off Canada.
Yep, he was.
So yeah, I think at this point that's just, you know, what do they call it? Public relations.
But you see, the thing is, the downfall is if AstraZeneca, but okay. So before, let me backtrack. What I also saw on CNN is that a newsreel came in that they're saying that AstraZeneca is quote unquote safe.
Right.
So my concern is, you know, okay, we give these to Canada.
You didn't take it yet, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm like everybody else was waiting. But I'm just saying, if we give it to Canada and a whole bunch of people end up with blood clots, like, where does it leave us?
Less Canadians in the world.
Effed up. You are all the way effed up. You are all the way effed up. If we have any Canadian viewers here, I am so sorry, guys. I am embarrassed for 2.5 seconds.
No, but I mean, I would hope the best for Canada, and Mexico.
Listen, everything has a side effect. At this point, I think the world is so worried about like economic collapse that a lot of leaders are saying this is going to be the acceptable collateral damage. People are going to die, we understand, but at the end of the day, some will live, or most will live. And I think that's where the world is at right now, because governments can't keep paying out stimmies.
No, they can't. They can't afford it.
Yeah, they can't. It's true.
We can't have unemployment at where it is right now Florida never closed down, and now the governor of Florida is saying, hey, look at me, I never closed, and my numbers aren't even that worse than the cities that did close. So I think full opening is coming. It's coming.
I agree. So for people who are now tuning in, we're talking about the AstraZeneca. That's possibly that vaccine is possibly going over to Mexico and Canada, compliments of the U.S. government because they are running low on vaccine. And before that, we spoke about the Hasidic gentleman who was robbed of his
$8,000 hat.
8,000 sugar milk blue.
Yo, it makes sense why they don't ever blow off. They must have like a security barrier for that hat.
I'm done. I don't want to see. I'm done.
No, I'm gonna say it freely. Like I
am done.
My job requires me at times to work. In order for me to get to work, I have to cut to a Hasidic community. And you know, on Saturdays when there's no traffic on the road for obvious reasons,
right?
You see all of them in their hats.
Yeah.
And Monday through Friday, you'll see them run across the street and they'll do this little gesture to hold a yarmulke down.
Yeah.
But when they have that hat on, boy,
stays in place.
It stays in place. It don't move.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I mean, for $8,000, yeah, it must be well.
I used to work in Williamsburg, so I was in heavy Jewish community. A lot of the clients that I served was Jewish. Actually, met a few really nice Jewish people that have like helped me, not financially, but in terms of like knowledge and how certain things work in the business world, that I'm very grateful for today. But that community sticks together, man.
They sure do, and I wish our community was the same way.
Yeah, I definitely wish so.
I really wish you were the same way.
Not so much.
So Mara says her ex works in a hospital in Brooklyn. She's on GMGT's YouTube. He said that the vaccine came out, he's seen nurses and doctors being wheeled into the ER. So I saw this meme today that says, think about it. You worry that if you take the vaccine, you're going to die. But everybody in healthcare, all the nurses and doctors took the vaccine. If they all die, you still gonna die anyway. So
I never thought about that.
You might as well just take the vaccine because if they go,
we're all gonna go anyway.
Yeah,
I never thought about that. But it was in the news sometime earlier this week, late last week, I think. The Prime Minister St. Vincent, he was under fire for a couple of comments that he made in regards to the vaccine. First of all,
yeah, Gonzalez is a gangster.
yeah, he is. First of all, he stated that if the country did 70% vaccination, there's a possibility that we would have carnival down there. Then the next thing is like, we're all gonna die anyway, so just take the vaccine. So it's just, then it was one where it was the van drivers. The van drivers were mandatory. They had to mandatory take the vaccine.
They were mandated to take the vaccine.
Thank you. I couldn't find the words. You fixed it very lovely for me.
Boy.
But the bottom line is this, vaccine or die, basically. I think they're gonna make t-shirts like that. Vaccine or die. Vaccinate or die.
Hopefully the vaccine slows you down. So then van drivers and them could take the time coming up from town.
Yo, shut up. I'm done. I am done. I am done, yo. But the point of the matter is this. I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, if they do vaccinate enough people and carnival does happen, he said by May, 70% by May, will they really have costumes and stuff like that ready for carnival? No. I don't think so.
Not of any quality, I would say. If they have
it will
to
go back to the old school cardboard costumes.
Pretty much. If you have to rank on quality, I would say no. Can the carnival still happen? Maybe. But if you're looking at quality costumes, no. From someone who has witnessed it firsthand for years to see how much time and effort
and work is put
goes into
it.
those costumes for the price that they are, it's not going to happen because there's simply not enough time for them to mass produce 100, 200, 300 costumes. No,
the next topic was that it would be just t-shirt bands and parties, which people are quite satisfied with that too.
Yeah, big t-shirt and call it a day.
Yeah, at this point in time.
Once you get a little jump up in the system,
But the thing of the matter is this, us from America, we still gonna have to quarantine whether you take the shot or not. So it's 7 days if you take the vaccine, 14 days if you choose not to.
Let me explain something. I am not taking the vaccine.
So you won't be going down there anytime soon, basically.
I will go to Trinidad, spend some time in Trinidad.
Okay.
And
when Trinidad borders open, because it's totally not open right now.
I'll swim.
It's only for Trinidad nationals, unless you have a Trini passport we know nothing about.
I mean, I could get one.
Voice of God, any thoughts?
I missed that part.
We were talking about the 70% vaccinated in St. Vincent in order to get achieve carnival in May. What's the story with Grenada?
I just saw they had a release saying that they're rated number level 1 something for having like no cases. So like for the travel advisory, the CDC travel advisory have them rated at a level 1. Pretty much means it's a top level for countries with no COVID. So something seems to be working down there. I don't know what it is. People are getting vaccinated in Grenada. They do have a supply and people are getting, I know some people are skeptical just by some of the people in my social media feed, but for the most part, I've seen a few people get vaccinated.
So I'm at this point in time. Have you changed your mind? Okay, well, you said you're not doing it. I know you said you're gonna do it. It's opening up in New York to get vaccinated.
I'm definitely doing it.
I don't think I'm gonna do it right now. I'm a breastfeeding mom.
No, so. You have me thinking about the AstraZeneca.
Now you see, for me, truth be told, I stopped vaccinating probably right out of high school, and I was out of sheer like, he's a big man. I mean, of course, as you get older, you realize that you do need doctors. As a man, you do need doctors. But what I've noticed about vaccinations, vaccinations, for those of you that don't know, every vaccination is basically access or giving your body access to something that it's not used to with a solution, which means basically when you give your body something it's not used to, there is a reaction. For me, I feel, and this is from my experience, vaccinations, whatever in vaccines, have caused my allergies to be ridiculous.
Really?
And my body's funny. If I take something this year, it's not going to work next year. It may not ever work again. So I ran out of options.
Can I tell you the last time I had a flu shot was 2004?
I mean, hey, Hey,
I just put my age out there because I know we have some listeners that were born in 2004.
I mean, for me, now I get a little, a little at you, a little sniffle. But
I've never taken a flu shot, but I have taken all the other vaccines, all the MMRs and measles, mumps, rubella, tetanus.
Yeah, I've taken all that. I mean, to come here in America, you have to take those shots. True or false?
Yeah, true.
Shout out to DJ Wally Blacks who's listening also.
He's aware on Twitch.
He's on Twitch.
Yeah, Wally's a Twitcher, a Twitchy.
I need to get into Twitch.
Oh, Twitch is dope.
I don't know what's going.
Yeah.
I can't get into the Mixcloud to see comments, and I don't know. I tend to. Okay, see now I'm seeing comments here. Shout out to More Fire, Bertel, to Nikia, aka Sunshine Soca Lover.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys, Chris. To Mr. Mac. I'm so sorry. My lashes are over my actual eyelashes, so I can't really see right now. I did a doozy, so forgive me, guys. In the meantime, we're gonna go back into the music. I want to say a special shout out to Vain Lux Beauty Cosmetics because these are your lashes. They are beautiful. So yeah, I just want to put that out there if she's listening. So yeah, we're gonna go back into the music, DJ Dazzle, and when we come back, we're gonna get into the interview with Leonce.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Everybody tripping, drinks them sipping, woman finger licking, head so tantalizing. We love the way they whining. I know the girl them got the wrong stripping. From yourself out on the road, love how you whining. The way you carry your heavy load, love how you whining. And the way you move, and the way you groove. Woman know you put him on them, you know the move. And the mother and the hand make you look so rude. Don't stop coming up to me. Anyhow you want you to whine on me. Do not get malab up, get malab up. Do not get malab up, get malab up. Don't stop coming up to me. Anyhow
without you by my side. How your essence makes me weak and tense. Come to my eyes, I need you now. I need you here. I need your love to surround me and chase away my fears. I want it now. I want it here. 'Cause if I'm to live without you, I'll be living in a tears. When you're home and all alone, girl. Any minute, any hour. You can reach me on the cellular. You can beat me on the beeper. Dial my number.
Come make you wine away, and then we spend time away. I love our whole lives away. Got it, sing with them.
Come take me far away. We can go dance the night away. Girl, I want you know to get away. Just take it slow. Hear what people say. And it's one of them poor people songs, so turn it up. Tell me how I want, so turn it up. Poor people can't find food to eat, so turn it up. Man of them like fall out the streets, so turn it up. Turn up the music.
Too long know them have the people who are suffer. Too long them have like garbage in a gutter. Too long them sit down in the office and a hotter. We still a damn jive.
Shouts to Jenny all the way in London. London on the check. You know you mean? Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean?
Kitchen them too. Too long the youths them out a street hungry. Can't see no food nor no money. When me say this a one of them poor people songs, so turn it up.
Turn up the music.
And tell me how them a go ban this a one, then so turn it up. Poor people can't find food to eat, so turn it up.
Turn up the music.
A man of them like fall out the street, so turn it up.
na 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 na. Yeah.
Good night to everybody again. This is Shandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. You are now tuned in to Watch Trouble. We have the beautiful, the elegant, the sensual Miss Leonce from Request Band in the background here. But right now what we have going on is DJ Dazzle's playing a couple of tracks of hers. So DJ Dazzle, can you introduce it, please?
Why you put me on the spot?
Yo, because you're the DJ. I'm trying to give you your shine, yo.
Shine? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is a reach by the lovely Leon. Let me get into it. I'm not into much talking. Leon is the artist. Leon is the singer. Let us sing and be graced by her presence. Why not?
Go ahead. Oh, wait.
This boat tried to have a vibe and I don't want to leave it. This boat tried to have a vibe and I cannot refuse it. This rhythm have a vibe and I don't want to leave it. It have a vibe. This session have a vibe and I cannot refuse it. No. From the time I reach, I walk in my waistline. From the time I reach, I don't want to waste time. From the time I reach, drinks in my hand. From the time I reach, whining on somebody, man. It's people upstairs, people downstairs, all in the front, all in the rear. People upstairs, people downstairs, all by the bar, buying their beers, drinking their rum, having their fun, saying they don't want the boat right to done. People upstairs, people downstairs, all by the bar, buying their beers. Hook, line, sinker. Hook, line, sinker. Look how we hook up. Body to body we hook up. Look how we hook up. Body to body. Well, fortunately, me and Johnny come lately, and I must get through no matter what it takes me. You know I must get true to him, stick like glue to him. Who is you to him? He like the center of my body. He like to play with my natty. So just give me what me want, yeah, we jam in front of everybody. Hear me now. He had the wine with me like. So just give me how I like it. And at the end of the night, do anything we like. You know I had to get you. Stick up like crazy glue. And at the end of the night, do anything we like.
Let them know. Watch. Trouble. Take over the tongue.
All right, guys. So we're back into the music, into the session here. Hi, Leonce. Good night. Can you hear us?
Yeah, just see.
Oh my gosh. It's a little feed. I'm so sorry. She can hear?
She hearing us. We can hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like a little drawback when we hearing you. So excuse that a bit. So, okay, welcome to Watch Trouble. It's my first time actually interviewing you. I'm here with my DJ Dazzle, and the voice of God, as we like to call him, also in the building.
Okay, nice. Let him know that my name is Leonce.
Yes.
The DJ.
We corrected him already.
Hey, I said it. I just may have moved away from the microphone, but I did say Leonce.
I don't know. I heard something else.
So, Leonce, how we usually start off Watch Trouble. Basically, I want to give you like a heads up. This is really a show that we try to get more in depth about the artists. We're going to go into the music as we've played a couple of your tracks already for those who might be familiar with it. I do want to get a little bit into the Soca Entanglement video, but we're going to get into that later on down the line. Right now, what we usually do, we introduce our artists to a very famous game. I gotta call it famous now because
it is famous.
GMGT has just labeled it, slashed it, but this is a DJ Dazzle original.
I did ask for permission a little bit.
Is it like what?
Minus Kareem.
It's called This or That. So basically, with this game, you have two options. You can choose which one suits you best, or which one you choose. Sometimes you might ask you like for more background information for it. So I have right now a series of 4 this or that, and then Dazzle will take some, and if the voice of God has something, he'll come in.
Oh, I have.
Okay, so I say this or that?
No, we are going to tell you this or that. So I'm going to start it off now. Okay. So, tall or short?
Oh.
Okay. All right. Red or purple?
Red.
Okay.
Wow.
See? Why red?
Hot. It's flaming.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
All right. Okay.
Mangoes or plum rose?
Sorry?
Mangoes or plum rose?
Plum rose?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what is that?
It's a particular fruit that they have in the I don't know what they call it in Trinidad.
Just a plum then? It's a plum?
Nah, we don't call it plum.
In Trinidad, I think it's plum.
It's plum?
No, it don't even matter. Mango.
I like that one. Workout or casual walks?
Workout.
Okay. All right, so you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
Beach lime or river lime?
Sorry?
Beach lime or river lime?
Beach lime.
Why?
I'm not. I just got introduced to river lime, but I'm more a beach person, so I really like water like all the time. So.
All right. Dazzle.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me start simple. Since Shandy went simple.
He's looking for violence tonight.
Oh me? No, brother. No. Peace and love in the house. That's that's a famous Trinidad line. Love in the house. Love in the house. All right. So, would you rather be royalty or a regular civilian?
Like that one.
That's not a personal question.
Yes.
Personal.
Royalty as in what?
Like king, queen, princess, that type of royalty.
I think because I'm an entertainer, I'm not a regular person anyway.
Oh,
okay, all right. I like that.
I like it.
I like the answer.
Royalty or not, but I'm not a regular person.
True. Okay. All right. So, would you rather drive or be driven?
Drive.
Okay.
So that's a woman that likes to be in control.
Yeah.
That's a woman in control.
An analysis game. Okay.
Apple or Android?
Sorry?
Apple or Android?
Oh, Apple all the way.
Oh, yeah. Give that woman a round of applause.
Power or groovy?
Power.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right.
I wasn't expecting that answer.
Voice of God.
All right. So I'm going to start with the violence here right now.
Okay.
Only because she can't see you, huh?
Trini curry or Guyanese curry?
Sorry?
Trini curry or Guyanese curry?
Trini curry.
Okay, all right.
It's not Guyanese curry, bro. It's curry Guyanese.
Curry Guyanese, I agree.
Stupid.
Pilau or roti?
That's a tough one. I say I'll go with pilau.
Why?
Because curry is not every day. You know, pilau is something you can cook up faster. You know, more is, curry is more, on a Sunday probably or a Saturday. You know, that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Boy, you know how long we've been asking this question, and I've been waiting for somebody to produce pilau.
Yep, I haven't had a pilau yet.
Boy.
Look at your face.
KFC versus Royal Castle.
KFC.
What?
Wow.
You didn't even put some thought into that. We talking about...
But I ain't not every year,
Yeah.
Royal Castle's a no-no.
Wow.
No. And I'm not talking. I'm not boasting. I have a palate. I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
I'm a big foodie. I cook, so I know what it's supposed to taste like. And Royal Castle is a good chicken. It's good. But no, KFC is it.
Okay. All right. One last one. Tacos or doubles?
Double tacos.
What kind of thing is that? No.
No, I don't Mexican food, so I'm not a Mexican food lover.
Oh,
Got it. All right. So, Leonce, I did a brief bio because I want people to get to know you, and I want to get this information out of the way before we get deep into the interview. Because it's more we try not to ask the typical questions.
Right.
So if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong here. Your name is Leonce Taylor, aka Leonce. You're a wife, a mother, a singer, a songwriter, hailing from Trinidad and Tobago, but resides in the USA. I don't want to say Brooklyn. I don't want to say Jersey. I don't want to say where. I'm just going to say USA. She's been in the request band for the last 9 years, singing in general for the last 9 years as well. You have 6 songs under your belt. I Reach is one of them. On the Spotlight Rhythm, which is what Dazzle just played. And your big track currently right now that is pumping is Soca Entanglement. And I love the video, I must say. And we're going to get into that later on down the line.
You got a little bit of stuff a little bit incorrect. I don't know.
Okay.
She did say correct if she's wrong.
I did. I'm going by based on what I found online.
And I didn't want to stop you, but some things are kind of sketchy.
Okay, go ahead. Fix it.
Yeah, I hear wife and
Okay.
I mean, I try to keep my personal business personal. Whoever I'm with them.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Or if not with them or whatever, but that's just personal business. But the ring on it and all that jazz, that's kind of.
Girl, that's what's online, so you might want to retract that one.
Online?
Yes, that's where I pulled it from.
Somebody must have put that, it could have been a number of things.
Yeah.
But, a lot of times when people see you with people, they tend to think that's what it is.
Got it.
And that it could be that and it could not be that.
Okay.
I feel like that.
So are you single, taken, or you choose not to answer that right now?
Yeah, I don't like to answer questions like that because it has nothing to do with music.
Okay, perfect. That solves that. So everybody out there who was asking these questions, she just answered it right there. So we're just gonna nip that right there. So I just want to start off. How does it feel being the leading lady in a band?
Okay, so in my professional lifespan, I've been in 2 bands now, and the only female, and it is rough. It's rough, and it also has its high points. Its high points is that most times I'm the youngest. I'm the only female, so most times I get what I want.
That works in your favor.
Yeah. Because I'm like the spoiled child. If I give a little powder or something, oh gosh, I want to do this. Oh gosh, I want to. It works in your favor sometimes. However, though, when you're among men, you tend to be looked at as one because you're rolling among them. So when everybody's rolling with the punches and rolling with what's happening, it may not be best in your favor, but you have to roll with it at the same time. So it is be a tough road. Women have so much more to do than men. Women have to, to get ready for an event takes a lot of time, a lot of planning.
You hear that, Dazzle?
And could just, on anything and boom, they're ready. And also, with men, they have tougher skin than women do. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not tough. I'm just saying, but it's just made up like that. Now, women tend to be a little bit more emotional. And, sometimes things that I may not fall apart for, but maybe upset about or can't change the situation. Sometimes it does affect me as a person.
Got it.
Whereas with men, it's like, hey, this is what it is, and we just had to keep moving. It's business all at the end of the day. So it has its high points, has its low points, but it's been a good feeling being part of an entity that appreciates what you give and what you bring to the table.
So what challenges have you faced as a woman within the industry?
A lot, really. Challenges, whereas you're a woman, sometimes, we get overlooked for what we can do, what we could bring to the table. Again, your talents is be on the down the list, rather than, the first thing is like, you had to keep looking good. You had to make sure the whole thing is you had to make sure you look good. Because that's the first thing that people are gonna see is how, okay, well, let me see how she looking. You know what I mean? And besides that, I get the comments like, yeah, Jill, you could really do this here. And I'm like, I have so much other talent that's there that you guys don't even mention. So that's a hurdle that I believe all women is, because a lot of times all people see is sex. Well, men see it. What a sex symbol she could be. But then again, they have the professional ones that, hey, that could see who you are. But don't get me wrong, I'm proud to be a woman. I'm proud of, who I'm becoming. And if that's part of the, the work requirement to have to make sure keep yourself looking good, then that's just what it is.
Makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So the next question I have to ask is, if your daughter woke up and said, "Mommy, I want to be a soca artist," what would you say? What would be the first 3 things you would tell her or do?
I try not to, be I try not to take the same steps as my parents would have done.
Mm-hmm.
Open and broad-minded as possible, and I probably would say, hey, I'm behind you. If mommy's there to guide you.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times children really don't know what they want. Some do, some doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And most times when a child is vocal about something and they keep saying it and keep going, or they dig any holes saying, this is what I want to do, then sometimes you just have to be behind them.
Mm-hmm.
And again, once mommy is there to guide them, then yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm. So the next question I have to ask, don't worry, I'm gonna pass it to you. I know you hungry to ask questions.
I'm not hungry. I mean, I'm just a little curious,
I know. So the next question I have to ask is, being that you've been in the industry, your experience, you have banging vocals, certain cases from many artists who reside here in New York, as opposed to being down in the Caribbean, sometimes you hear the word of, no one really is going to receive you because you're not from here. How do you combat that, or was that an obstacle that also you had to face as an artist?
I think every artist that does live internationally does, we tend to face it. Remember that, we going into a country or different places that they don't think like how it's a totally different mindset. So sometimes that's one obstacle, the mindset, 2 different mindsets. So you have to be able to grasp and adapt to their lifestyle and adapt to their way of thinking, adapt to their way of business.
Mm-hmm.
So a challenge that we tend to face sometimes. But basically, a lot of times when we have to perform for people that don't know us as well, and they hear the music but they don't know the person. Once you give a well-received performance and you try to connect with that audience, we tend to get a good vibe from the people there. Because they sometimes it could be it's a double-edged sword. They're seeing certain faces all the time that's living there.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's these fresh comments, oh wow, that who's that? And people are curious. They want to know who that is. And again, if it is you give a well-received performance and you're engaging and you're interacting with your audience and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're giving them what they want, yeah, they receive you just the same way. They give you back that love. So everything has its pros and cons. It's really and truly how you take it, how you perceive it to be, and how you channel it into something positive, to make you a better artist.
Mm-hmm. I like that one. Basil, I'm gonna pass it over to you, and then you'll pass it back to me.
All right. So earlier, that's it. Go on. So earlier in this said that I asked you a question about would you rather be royalty or regular person?
Right.
Now you said that you're an artist, so you don't think you're a regular person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go about being an artist on a day-to-day? Because I know for me, speaking on me, there's times where I like to go out places and I just like to play the corner. I don't like people in my face. I don't want nobody asking me about this or that. Or having the same conversation a million times. So how do you go about life on a day-to-day being an artist?
You don't really stop ever being an artist, even though that's for me. I talk personally. Okay, I'm a mommy, not because I'm a mom or I'm at home. That I don't ever stop. Things happen around you all the time that remind you of who you are. And it could be simple things. You just, you're walking down your hallway and you're probably sweeping or you're mopping and you're singing.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could be cooking and I have to learn this new track. I in the shower and I gotta do this, I gotta remember this. Or I could be anything that you're doing on your house, or you're walking on the street and I'm listening to interviews. I'm listening to other interviews. I'm trying to get a grasp on really the business side of music. So you don't ever stop. that's the difference with regular people. I don't want to make it sound really cliche as regular people, but the average citizen. The average citizen is, you know, I got to go to work, I got to go to school, I got to come home to my mom, I got to go home to my husband, I have to see all the kids. Okay, I'm listening on some music today. I'm gonna listen to a little, you know, watch Trouble. I'm gonna hear what they're playing today. You know, let me hear what they're playing today. And music is sometimes a sometimes thing for the average citizen. And have the average citizen that will listen to music every day, but there's no talent. They just listen to music.
True.
You know, but with us, we don't. I would say artists in itself, artists and artists in itself. We don't think like the average person. Our mind is always going. We're always critiquing. We sometimes become, I don't want to say diabolical, but it's just be so like everything. You just bombard yourself with it all the time. Like at one point, I don't know. I was talking to Reza, and Reza, oh gosh, he's up with the interviews now. Every minute. And because he's learning and gaining more knowledge on the business side of music, and he would share all this information with me, especially stuff that I don't know, because he deals with a lot of the business side.
Okay.
Sometimes all the time, but that's what artists do. You know, I think these big artists like Chronics and them, they say no home relaxing. No, them have their studio, them beating it more than so average life from an average citizen. Now I say I'm not average because our mind is always going, and we surround ourselves with it, and we become psychotic because it's like that's all we think.
I mean, it's absolutely true. The mind is always going. I mean, you did say something a little while ago that I also wanted to ask about as well. You said, you know, you're learning more, or Razor is learning more about the business side as time goes on because he deals with most of the business side. However, you're not immune to learning things about business as well.
Yeah.
What you said, you were a part of 2 bands in your entirety.
Right.
Today in this moment, if you could choose one thing to tell yourself 10, 15 years ago that maybe would change the projection or the trajectory that you're on in a better way, what would you tell that yourself?
What would I change?
More so more so in your knowledge of today. If you was to go back to yourself in 10, 15 years ago, what would be one piece of advice that you would give yourself, your younger self?
One piece of advice. That's a real good question. I don't have any regrets about it. You see, so I try to think about what I would try to tell myself to fix it. You see, this business is such it's an intricate business, and it's something that you learn along the way. So me knowing what I know now, I still would not have known in my older self. I would not have known anything. So so honestly, really and truly, I would still have to learn from scratch regardless. But I don't think that I did anything that was incorrect for me to tell myself, hey, you should have never do this. You should have do this. Everything was a growing process, a learning process myself and for Reza as well. And it's like every step that we take, as long and as tedious it may have been, I would never change it for the world, because it makes you who you are today. So he's telling me that, oh, girl, I really love this thing and it's bubbling. You know how good it is to hear somebody says that they love your work?
Absolutely.
I'm a pause raising just thinking about it, because it's like, somebody that, I've known Shani for a while, and it's like, I know I've seen her wrong a lot of times, and I've seen her growing up the same way. And it's like, how nice it is to hear somebody say that, hey, they really love your work. And I've come from that far to now. So my thing is, I don't think I have anything to tell myself in that time, because I was learning then and I'm learning now. So I didn't change anything. It had to happen that way for me to be who I am now. And I say this a lot, and I've got a lot of conversations with artists that say, they get it hit fast. And when they get a hit fast, the hardest thing is to keep that going. And whereas you never learn the struggles of, having to go through it and ups and downs and the hurdles and the bumps and the humps, and it's like, your rejections that teaches you how to be humble and to be grounded. And if you don't have that, it's like you get a big hit and that's it. Really and truly, you see artists crash and burn. And I don't want to become that artist. So my learning experience is a good one. It's hard, don't get me wrong, it's hard, It's hard because as a female, and Chance would know, when you want to do certain things as a female, you can't.
Nope.
You can't, so I can't change anything. I can't tell myself anything different because I had to go through that experience to know what it's like and feel how it is now.
Okay, well said.
So within the same vein, I want to go back to your last performance, your very last stage performance before the pandemic hit. What would you tell yourself then at that given moment if you knew what was going to go down time after?
The thing about me is that even when I was performing with the All Stars, and even when I perform with Request Man, right? The thing is that I try to give my all every single time. And the last performance I remember, that was Carnival Sunday. Boy, I was so tired. I was so tired. Reza drove that morning because we had just came from something. I think we was in something in Mashgra or something. And we came from town and we had to go back home, get dressed, because for some reason we didn't pack clothes. So we packed clothes. I had to go back home and literally no rest. Go back like makeup artist, touch up my face.
Woo.
Back and woo. Trying not to nod off on myself, and then it was kind of chilly that morning, and the band members telling me, "Oh well, Carnival Monday we had this." I say, "Sir, this is the last one." Not only that, I playing mass. So when I had to play mass, so you had to get ready for that. So everything done scheduled already. So I was like, I cannot. Don't get me wrong. If it comes to push and shove, I have to perform. I will. But I was extremely overdone, and I'm so tired. And even though I'm tired, and even though I now do a show, and you get your forwards, and you're happy about the performance, and you're still critiquing yourself same way. I was nervous because I had never performed in this event before. This was Breakfast Is, and Faye and Bungie headlines this event, and I jittery because they're there, they're looking. Regardless of who it is, the bands is on. They just stand up. I don't know if y'all can see me, but they just stand up too.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
I know.
So when I got watching, you're like, ooh,
pressure.
And the intense pressure is high, is on. So it's like I tend to always give my all at every performance because you never know who's there, you never watching. So you always want to give the people that hasn't seen you before your all and your best, best that you have, and the best that I have. I try to keep my vocals together. I rarely drink. I don't drink at all like that. So I try to keep my voice intact. So I don't have the issue of not being able to hear me properly or my diction is off or whatever. So again, I just give my all. So I don't have anywhere else to go.
All right. I can't go vex with that one.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, here's where you'll be able to correct me again. All right. This one is rumor. All right. So rumor has it that you were in Trinidad during the quarantine period when New York was locked down. I don't know how true that is. So I wanted to know, within the time period that you were locked down, what were you doing to, keep yourself occupied and not get jittery or lose faith within doing production?
Rumor has it. Where these rumors come from? Listen to me. I was scheduled to leave Trinidad. I think it was mid-March. Tell you my date. It's March. I think it was March 17th or something like that. Because I always stay back in Trinidad at least a week or two after. I have family members that I haven't seen the entire season, And I know for one fact I have to see my grandmother before I leave. My grandmother was 96 and she died in the pandemic. So I had to
God, my condolences.
Thank you. But I don't ever leave the country without seeing my grandmother. So within that 2-week span, you know, I keep hearing my mother keeps saying, you gotta get it out of there. You gotta get out of there because this thing ain't bad. And I am thinking, and not so bad. I thinking, you know, my mother, she jittery. I saying, Mom, it's not that serious. She say you have to get out of there. So I said, okay, well, my date is scheduled for this. And she said, okay. I think it was 3 or 4 days after is when it like lockdown started.
Okay.
So I was out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, I think people get the misconception with Instagram because a lot of people ask me, so you still down there? I say, well, wait, look at Mike.
You see? So then that's what the story was. Everybody was like, she's still in Trinidad. She's not up here. So when I heard you were here, I was like, what?
Okay, listen. Not because you post something, it's real time.
Exactly. It's true. It's so true.
And if I post in my performances or if I'm in an event, most times it's either close to the time or sometimes it's either close to the time. You know what I mean? And that's performance-wise because that has to do with my work. So I want people to know what I'm doing now. But when I am on a beach somewhere, trust me, it's not real time.
So everybody know it's not real time when she's posting all the time. Just know, you know, just keep following.
You would want someone to know your every move. That's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
No, so you never know who's out there. You never know what kind of stalkers you have. I just have some people sipping into my DM. I'm like, oh, who's this?
No way.
So you can't post real time. That's not safe, you know?
She's absolutely right.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Tell them mind their business.
So in the background, we have one of my favorite. I love this track. I saw the video. I was like, whoa. I was like, she did that. Can you tell us, okay, 2 things I'm going to go into. First, what inspired Soca Entanglement? And secondly, what inspired that video?
Okay, so the song itself was all Reza. Reza wrote the song.
Okay, shout out to Reza.
Yeah, he wrote the song. We got the rhythm from a Asian producer. He is part of the All Stars band. And he gave us a bunch of rhythms actually. And Reza and I picked out this one. And, you know, we just love every aspect of this rhythm. And Reza wrote the song. So when I hear the song, I say, okay, great. This song is good. I like it. Everything, let's go. So when we done record the song, he's like, okay, so we gonna name this Soca Entanglement, eh? I was like, sir. I said, sir, you're treading on some waters. Yeah, he said, you sure about that? I said, I'm not sure about that, you know, because, you know, the whole word entanglement has such vibes. And he said, listen, right now, when I say right now, right now, it's all about making people turn heads. It's all about getting people to look in this direction, the direction that we want them to look in. All right, I usually trust his judgment. I just sometimes I gotta ask a question like, oh gosh, are you sure? You know, because if you don't take risk in this business, sometimes it doesn't really make sense. And I'm happy that we did go this route because it does turn heads. It makes people wonder, well, what is this about? You know, basically, and it's really, the song is really and truly is about what you perceive it to be.
Okay.
I'm with a guy. It's not a horning song. I don't ever promote the horning thing, but it happens tonight. But it's not about that. It's basically about
the 2 men here are very chuckly here with that one.
Questions, guys. Thing is that it's about a guy and a girl, and they involved, but just nobody just don't know. You know, deep between me, you and me. But
that's usually what happens when horning pass in.
I don't think so. Sometimes you want the relationship to be hidden just because you just don't want anybody in it.
You want that peace. That peace.
You just want it to be like that. And sometimes, you know, I don't know if he does have a girl, does he? You know?
You see?
Like Shandy said, you want that peace.
You see you? So I see you have Problem Child in the video as well, or was I seeing wrong? I don't know. My eyelash might have been blocking me when I was watching the video.
Girl, that is Problem Child. Yeah. He's my boy. Shout out to Problem Child for coming at like the last minute to help me out with that. I needed a male aspect in the video, you know, because I didn't want to give too many ideas, the wrong ideas. He didn't really take long either. He probably was there like a couple hours, and I know I needed some form of eye candy in there other than myself and my dad. You know, so, and you know, he's that kind of guy. He's cool. He's my homeboy. He just came in, and we just, you know, the whole concept of the video is what I wanted it to look like. You know, I just told the videographer what I wanted, and I said, listen, this is how we're gonna have to do it. And that day was cold. I'm talking about, it was 7 degrees or something. It was freezing.
Ooh, and it don't even look like that in the video.
You know, and we was trying to get that outdoor scene quick, like in and out, you know, because it was super cold. But we got it done, and it was a long day shooting, but it was good. And you could see like some of my eyes, you could tell. I don't know, I could tell. Like I have some, you know, a lot of BTS shows scenes where it's like my eyes is like I was literally sleeping on myself.
Oh wow.
Damn.
I want Dazzle to, you know, replay the song a little bit, and then we'll come back in and conclude the interview if that's okay with you. I don't know.
No, that's no worries.
Okay, good. So in the meantime, between time, DJ Dazzle, take it away.
Line, sinker, and I get it. Look how we hook up, body to body we hook up. Look how we hook up, body to body. Well, fortunately, me and Johnny come lately, and I must get through no matter what it takes me. You know I must get true to him, stick like glue to him. Who is you to him? Hey. He like the center of my body. He like to play with my natty. So just give me what me want, yeah, we jam in front of everybody. Hear me now. He had the wine with me like. So just give me how I like it. And at the end of the night, do anything we like. You know I had to get you. Stick up like crazy glue. And at the end of the night, do anything we like. Look how we hook up. Body to body we hook up. Look how we hook up. Intimate session done hook up. Look how we hook up. Everything done Korean cook up. Soca entanglement, no detanglement. The thing is
So we are back on. Thank you. Yes, I'm feeling the track. How you guys feeling about it?
Me like it, man. Anything with the word entanglement in it, I kind of like it. I like it.
And Leonce gave us a nice quick walkthrough of the video, and I don't want to take up too much more of her time, but I don't know if Voice of God has any questions, because I have 2 more questions after that. Just this time it's personal, but not too personal, so don't get too nervous, all right? Don't get too jittery. It'll be fun, fun personal.
It is what's trouble.
Just the only thing I have to say is that I wish you were in studio with us, Leonce. I was looking forward to that.
I could. The thing is, I live in Jersey, and when he told me about it, I was like, I can't that day. I can't come out the time that you guys want me to.
Okay.
It'd have been time confliction, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But don't worry, I'll come see y'all.
We forgive you.
I mean, you should invite her for Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
You should invite her for Saturday.
Yeah. Do you want to come to our FUQ Lime on this Saturday? We have 4 beautiful, amazing women performing. It's going to be a show hosted by women, DJ'd by women, and performed by women.
It's Women History Month.
So we're doing it all women's this Saturday. It's called the FUQ Lime. Fed up of quarantine, and I know you fed up. You sound fed up already.
Go. Sorry. Already, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
Aww.
Sorry.
Yeah. I try to schedule a lot of things in advance. Like when I was trying to get online with you guys, somebody else was messaging me for interviews. So.
Okay.
Got it.
So because we're not doing a lot of things we scheduled way in advance.
Gotcha.
To somebody else that was trying to get in on our interview, buzz off, bro.
Facts.
Buzz off.
Facts. So the 2 questions that I have to ask is, what's your pet peeve?
Oh. You know, I really don't get that term. Like,
okay, what does get you vex?
Oh, okay. Don't ignore me.
Ooh.
That's personal.
You don't like to be left unseen?
Yeah. Nah, don't leave me on red.
I hate that too.
But I mean, I understand if it's like business, like if it's business people, sometimes, you know, you can't rush the brush. But let me say, Reza messaging me. So this message here sitting down, marinating for a while now. I know he's not doing nothing. So, I mean, don't leave me on red. I don't like to be ignored, really.
I mean, she made it clear from the beginning.
Sounds like royalty to me.
I was just gonna say that she's royalty and not your ordinary girl.
Peasants.
Oh my god, I must sound bougie or something.
Nah. I'm the same way. And then they're gonna say it's red skin, but I don't know if they consider you red skin.
Nah,
so you see?
I just said it sometimes, but I don't think I am.
Texting.
I'm brown skin.
Texting peasants.
And the last thing is, I know you kept saying you're a foodie. So what's your favorite food?
My palate. So this thing, girl, I have so much different things that I like. I like a lot of sweets. So I like cakes. It really does depend on my mood. It depends on my vibe. Like, okay, I can give you an instance. You see, when I in Trinidad, the first thing in the morning I should have, other than a cup of tea, is doubles.
My kind of person there.
Doubles. I should have at least one double. No, don't get me wrong. I eat very clean, especially when it's the season. So, Reza would tell you, I always have to have an orange in the morning, or at nighttime. I always have to have some form of fruit somewhere, and it has to be something citrus because it keeps your throat passage and it keeps it clear from phlegm. Okay. So I always, and I tend to eat a lot when I cannot, because you could just literally pick them off of a tree. So it's just organic, it's just cleaner, you know. So other than the ultimate foods, like the desired foods that we don't get, fruit, that's my big deal. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I just want to know, is there anybody you want to shout out, social media handles that you want to share before you head on out?
Well, all my social handles are the same. Leon's RQB. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Insta. I'm on Snapchat. I'm recently on TikTok. Yeah, that's it.
Can you give us a little acapella? Your voice is good right now, or nah?
She didn't have an orange.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. That's why I asked the question.
Some people do that. I'd be like, "Oh, push, what's my song again?"
Any song you wanna, you know, you don't have to be Soca Entanglement. I mean, it'd be nice
a little Aretha
if it
Franklin.
was, but you know, it could be any song you want. It doesn't even have to be a song that you sang.
A little Billie Holiday.
Start up my song again. Just start it up.
Start it up, brother man. Start it up.
Turn me up, Shandy.
I think so.
Did I turn you up? Good. Okay.
Like you to him, who was you to him. Hey, he like it when my body. He like it play with my day. So just give me what I want. Let me jam in front of everybody. He had the wine what I like. So just give me how I like it. And at the end of the night, do anything we like, anything we like. You know what? Stick up like crazy glue. And at the end of the night, do anything we like. Sandy, sing it for me again.
Look how we hook up.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you so much, Leonce. I wanted everybody to hear your voice, because some people, you know, they hear the track and then they see the artist and they can't put the two together. So I want them to know that you are a real singer, because you have vocals.
You sing.
You sing. You're not like, you know, flat sing. You sing. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Leonce. I hope you have a wonderful night. Don't forget to take your orange and drink some tea and relax yourself
So
tonight.
I'm going to take that orange trick, because sometimes, not from the singer part, but I usually have like a lot of phlegm like on mornings.
God. Oh my, really? At the end of the interview, this is what you say.
The weather that we in and the atmosphere that we in, it tends to make you build up a lot of mucus. So yeah, you can either suck on a lemon, or, you know, just put some lemon in your tea and it brings up everything.
Okay, I'm going to take that one.
I think I'm going to take that one too. I suffer from really bad allergies. So
I'm going to try it now. Everybody's going to try it. I'm going to try it too. Shoot.
Thank you, Leonce.
Right, y'all.
Thank you. Later.
Bye. That was fun.
It was.
So before we get back into the music, there's some shout outs that I have to make. So shout out to Sibo and St. Vincent. And shout out to Thin Man Sean, listening all the way in Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to Bertil. Shout out to Shakima, Mr. Merck. That's on the Mixcloud, yes. In Julian's promos, Milky Pinky, Mara, Antonia. I can't see the rest. Like I told y'all, my eyelash is on my eyelash. Thank you very much.
There's a Jimmy here that says greetings from Sweden. So shout out to everybody.
Oh, shout out to everybody in Sweden.
Yep.
Hipster, shout out to you. And More Fire, of course, shout out to you. And to everybody who's on Facebook Land. I'm not even in Facebook Land, but I just want to say that was a great interview. At least I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too.
Hold on, shouts to Blue Fire too. Blue Fire was good.
Yeah, Blue Fire was really good.
Blue Fire is in the chat room on Twitch. Why not?
Right.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Blue Fire. Big up to everybody that's over there on Twitch.
So I gave Dazzle a list. Oh, wait. Hi, Cordell. Cordell is all the way in Canada, right?
Oh, hopefully you didn't hear our AstraZeneca.
Thank you, honey. So the next question that I have to ask you guys, well, I should say Dazzle. Dazzle, I give you a truckload of topics, right? If anything, I want Dazzle to choose a topic. There's one topic, the relationship topic, that I actually want to bring up. And the relationship topic I actually posted on our Facebook pages, right? So Voice of God would really like this one.
Oh, you know I'm ready for a good time.
So it says, fellas, what's the one thing you want from a woman but never get?
Do you want me to answer this now or later?
Felicia without asking.
Felicia without asking.
That's not my issue. My issue is knowing what the hell you guys want to eat.
Oh, no. That's not my business. What you want to eat.
Okay,
is
so
between
let's
you
tackle
and
the
God.
fellatio and then we'll get to the food.
Jesus Christ.
So elaborate more on this fellatio, please, without asking.
I just want to get head without having to ask for it.
Why do you have to ask for head, though?
Sometimes it feels like you have to ask, you know, or you have to, you know, gently place your stuff like hinted
on a pillow.
Oh man,
like I don't understand.
It's like
you know how women do the butt poke, Shandy?
Yeah. You gotta do the.
We just do the.
Yeah, you gotta do the thrust.
So that's what y'all do is just what the hell is that,
the pelvic thrust. That's what you gotta do. You
oh
know?
my God.
So that's it. I would like to have more head without having to ask for it.
Yo, without getting further into my personal affairs, I just want to say like that's something I personally like to do. Like if you're sleeping, I like to wake my significant other up to that. Like I find that's very exciting.
I'm just saying I need more of that.
Your DM should be full later.
You know how much times I got thrown to the side like stop.
Listen. If you see that table start vibrating there, you know what's happening, right? There's messages that's coming in.
Hey, big head.
What you doing later?
Yeah.
And then as for you for the food thing, okay, so I'm gonna say this as a woman. We tend to go with what you eat. We'll say we don't want what you want, but you know we're gonna taste what you want. And I tend to get in trouble with my son's father when he has food. I always like to dip into the plate. That's just me. And that's every female. We just like to dip into the plate of the man that we have, because if we can't decide what we want to taste what you have too.
No,
what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours.
No.
Yeah.
No. Listen,
yes.
As a man, if I'm taking the liberty or the responsibility to buy you food or making sure you're okay, you know, you're not hungry, I am asking you what you want so that you get what you want. I'm going to order what I want.
So we're not supposed to taste not even a smidgen of what you have.
Not all the time. Yeah, listen, as a man, I have my times where I dead for hungry and I probably ain't eat all day.
Yeah, I have those days too where I don't want to share.
And then it's like,
it's not that I'm being greedy, I just don't want to share.
I'm fine. I'm okay. And as soon as you get food, oh, that looks good. No, I have to share with you. That's not fair.
I don't see anything wrong with that. So I'm gonna go to the question of the day, and this is really pointed out to the guys. And we could flip it to the girls as well. You know, what is one thing that you don't get that you would like to receive? So Voice of God said fellatio without asking.
Yep.
Mr. Dazzle said a woman who doesn't want to touch
knows what she wants.
Just knows what you want to eat.
Okay.
There's even times that I've had arguments for 4 or 5 hours just asking the same question. What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat?
Why is it you as a man can't decide for us?
Because when I decide, oh no, here's the best part. All right, so let me just, let me go get some Chinese food. No, I don't want any Chinese food. All right, so maybe we could go get Wendy's or something, Maybe they're still open. No, I don't want Wendy's. Okay, maybe we get a sandwich from the corner store. No, I don't want corner store food. So it's like regardless of what I choose, it's not good enough.
I
So
have no comment.
as a man, I would just rather you know what you want to eat and I just find something to kill the argument.
So I'm going to go with the question because we rose the question earlier today in the Watch Trouble chat. So Floyd says, in all honesty, his wife gives him everything he desires. So he's earned it. So he has no issues. I try to probe him and I asked him, in the event that, before you got married, was it the same? And he says he had no issues with her. So it is what it is. DJ Gel says a decision on what to eat. He agrees with you on that one.
Amen, Gel.
Noah Blackman says loyalty and respect. Nigel says
Which
a peace.
chat is this one?
This is Watch Trouble chat.
Watch Trouble chat. Okay.
Yeah. So Nigel says peace of mind. A woman has to know when a man wants to be left alone sometimes. Justin said silence. Ben Grimm says reciprocity. He says not only women want equality, yes, women, especially black women, have been shafted for centuries, but some women have this happy wife, happy life attitude and think because of what's between their legs, they don't have to lift a finger. How many men go out of their way for Valentine's Day and their women just show up in lingerie thinking, oh, that's good enough?
Pum pum is a gift.
It is. What the hell?
Giving us socks for Father's Day while we have to go out for Mother's Day, like bend over backwards to make it special.
I'm going to dread that day when it comes.
To Justin, he says peace. To Crazy Man, Mr. Phil, he says comprehension. They hear, speak, but not listening. And Bonifa says she was just here for the comments.
So on
where's Monifa? I haven't seen her this week.
Monifa's supposed to be here. For real, I didn't see it in any of the chats.
So on the Julian's promo, Antonia says, I think guys should be cooking for the women at time. And I agree. To be honest,
I can't cook.
I feel that I cook better than my significant other.
Okay. Is she on right now? Because I know you ain't getting food again if she's on right now.
I mean, that's fine. My mother treat me right, No man can style me,
Well, I can get style. Like I said this morning, it's not if I can cook. You got to find out if I can eat. Wink,
You
wink.
see how he's winking? If you guys could see what this man is doing right now, I'm so sorry you guys can't see. So I'm gonna open up the WhatsApp. If you guys want to leave voice notes, it's 347-309-5254. 347-309-5254. What is it that you guys want but you're not getting and you don't feel like you need to say what it is? There's a couple of shout outs I want to give. Shout out to Rollins all the way in Vincy. Shout out to everybody in GMGT on Twitch, on Facebook Live, on Mixcloud, and on Julian's promos. Feel free to answer those questions. So it's 347-309-5254. 347-309-5254. Leave a voice
Send
note.
in those voice notes.
All right, so we're going to get back into the music for like 5 minutes.
Let me drop a little entanglement one more time.
Yeah, man.
Look how we hook up, body to body we hook up, look how we hook up, body to body. Well, fortunately, me and a Johnny come lately, and I must get through no matter what it takes me. You know I must get true to him, stick like glue to him. Who is you to him? He like the center of my body, he like to play with my natty, so just give me what me want, let me jam in front of everybody. Hear me now, he had the wine with me like, so just give me how I like it. And at the end of the night, do anything me
While you talking and talking and talking about me, I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't touch me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off me. You got ballet, 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 ballet. You ballet, 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 ballet. Can I say what I want to say? I wanna say what I want to say. Can I say what I want to say? I really wanna say it. People don't know ya, but they won't judge you. They talking about ya. Must be something about you. Smiling your face and talking you bad and making up things that far from the fact. While you're talking and talking and talking about me, I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't touch me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Off of me. Off me. Off of me. Off of me. You got ballet, 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 stress and the sex mix up together. Be with no toxic love. Cause when I say we done, you say we done, then we back together. If that makes us toxic, we don't give up. Cause baby, at least we know it's real.
Alright, I'm gonna get this. Look at that. Slick Rick. That's right. More fire. Okay, I had it. You ain't have to do that to me. You just ruined my whole high right there.
No. We good.
All right, everybody.
Basketball, you throw the ball as an assist, you know? Just a little assist, you know?
I just want to say shout out to everybody who's tuning in to watch Trouble on GMGT Live. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. We had a beautiful day. We're not done yet. I just want to say that. Shout out to our friend in Sweden. Y'all, Jimmy. What's up? Good night. Good morning. Bertil.
Did you really just yah?
What? I was reading his message. It gave me that yah vibes.
Oh my God.
I hope he's laughing and like, yo, this fun. So the topic that we had tonight, well, we started off tonight because I'm going to move on to something else. The topic that we had tonight is, what is it that you want to receive from your significant other without asking? A voice of God said, and it's predominantly a male dominant question, but of course I've opened it up to the females. So voice of God said he would like fellatio.
Yes.
Without having to ask.
Yes.
Dazzle said he would like to get food without having to share.
No, I would just like women to know what they want to eat.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not the same thing.
Blue Fire agrees with you, by the way. I just want to point that out there.
Yes,
he agrees with who? Me?
With Dazzle.
It is a common man problem.
It is a common man problem. I'm guilty of doing it. Like I want to share. I want to taste what you have too. I see nothing wrong with that. Like if I have my significant other, you order curry chicken, I order curry shrimp. I want to taste how the chicken tastes.
Why? If you want the chicken, what?
Because maybe I don't want all that chicken. I just wanted a taste of the chicken.
Then you wanted chicken. You didn't want
know
to
these
taste
people
the
and them
chicken.
done skimpy and a little 2 or 3 piece of chicken. Now you want to take one from me?
I see nothing wrong with like a little tiny piece.
It's
Y'all are just greedy.
It's
period.
never a little tiny piece. I just want a piece. And the whole piece gone.
Everything.
So I think you guys had this conversation last week because we're shifting gears right now.
Yeah.
Jimmy says to receive without asking a full tank of gas when car has been used. I like that one.
Oh, something just came to mind.
What?
Women leaving the car without slamming the door.
It depends on what kind of vehicle you have.
No, every woman slams the door. And I don't even care if you have one of those foreign with the soft close. Y'all slam that door.
Blood up.
Yo. Sometimes I think the car would disappear and the door will stay. That's how hard they be closing the doors.
Sounds pretty backed up there.
It's
you ever
crazy.
You ever, just for whatever reason, borrow a female's car? Oh, excuse me, borrow a woman's car?
Yeah.
You ever notice that anytime you try to close the door, it don't close properly?
That's why.
The hinge always out of alignment.
Bro, I don't know what it is.
Yo. You know what it is? Somebody said what we do is we just tend to just jump in the car and go about our business. I'm guilty of that. Like I have my check engine light on and I know I have to go, but I don't use the car that often. So I'm just like, if
it rolls, it must be working, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it started.
The wheels are turning. That means something's
the
right.
engine is and the gas is in the car. I think everything is fine now.
Yo, you know who does that to me the most? My mom. Yo, literally. When my mom is getting out of my car, I pray. I literally pray like, God, please let her close it softly. I pray because it's like the whole car shakes after she closes the door.
Jimmy in Sweden agrees with you. He says the same thing.
my mother used to do that as well, and I've come to the understanding that older women, meaning like motherly, grandmotherly, they come from a generation of hand cat.
It's true, and it's an older version, so
in order to make sure you're safe, it's
so that's what it is. Yo, I want to call somebody's name Gigi. Took Gigi home Sunday night. Yo, I didn't even think my car would be able to open again. The door closed.
Oh my God, I'm gonna shout Gigi out when I see her.
Like, oh man. After she left, I was like, you see what I've been talking about, guys? Because I mentioned it on air one day and people were like, nah, you crazy for that. Women don't slam doors.
Slam?
Let me say, I only slam one particular door, and it's the Audi, and that's because you cannot just close it gently. You have to slam that door.
Stop.
No. It's
Stop.
a soft close.
Come on, no,
Shandy,
that is not a soft close.
Shandy.
You know how we've done it softly?
Explain how it
that
works.
car is a soft
It's a
close.
hard ass slam.
No. It is
push,
click,
and then
the car will pull.
Yo,
the
all
rest of
right.
it.
I have the car now. I have the vehicle now, and we're gonna test it.
Okay.
We're gonna test it. You drove or you took an Uber?
No, I took an Uber.
All right, so you're gonna test it, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It is not a gentle. It's not. We had a Lexus that did that, where it was a gentle. You know, you just leave it there and it'll suck in.
Yeah.
This Audi, you have to slam it with all your might, or it's not gonna close. And I don't mind because it's an encapsulated vehicle, so it keeps you very warm. So I understand the logic as to why you have to slam it hard.
So it could close properly.
So it could close properly and keep you warm.
Wow. No wonder the check engine light on.
Y'all are haters.
She probably shook something out of the engine.
You know, one time I went on a date.
Uh-huh.
I had to be like 18, 19. I went on a date with a girl. She slammed my door. My door had a dent in it.
Damn, that's backed up. Let me ask
And
you,
I didn't
did you have
realize-
sex with her or no?
I mean, yeah, I got something out of
So
it.
was it hard? Like, was she like, yo, I'm gonna rep your engine?
No, this was honestly, I didn't even notice it until the next day. You know, it's a Sunday. I'm like, yeah, let me go wash my car.
Yeah.
You know, it's Sunday vibes. Clean it up. You know, make sure it smells nice because I'm an 18, 19-year-old dude with a car. It has to smell good all the time, no matter how ugly it look on the
that's
outside.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Nah.
And then I seen this dent in the door, and I couldn't figure out how I got a dent in the door. And then it made sense when she slammed the door. I did hear a ding.
Oh shoot.
Oh man.
But it was dark. I wasn't paying no attention to
That's the thing. Lots of things happen in the dark, and you don't see it till the next day, and you're vexed with the world. Like, where does this come from?
Tell me about it, man.
My poor little Maxima.
So, we only have 5 minutes left now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go into the meme that I had. I think you guys had this discussion last week.
Talk to me.
So, on the Watch Trouble page, we have, and I'm going to show it to you. I don't know if I can put it in the camera.
Let me.
More
see
fire
if I can put
asked
it in
if
the
I was
camera.
dating Hulk. Well, boy,
That's what I'm saying. And did she ride you and try to kill you?
I'm just happy I never made her mad. That's all, man.
Can everybody see this?
Yeah,
Can they see it?
I'm kind of seeing it.
You're
right
zooming
now.
it
It's not
in?
that clear.
I know. If you're on the Watch Trouble page, then you could see it. I'm sorry, guys. So basically, what it is, it's the cartoon with.
It's on the Watch Trouble page.
It's on the Watch Trouble page.
Let me see if I can put it up on the screen.
It's Pepe Le Pew with the cat.
The screen behind you. Let me see if I can do that.
Okay.
Go ahead, talk to them.
So it says the 1945 cartoon is damaging our children, which is Pepe Le Pew with the cat. Hugging her up, kissing her up, and all that stuff, right? Versus the 2021 Grammy Awards performance
I did see that.
with the wholesome family entertainment. And in there, I'm gonna assume this is Cardi because I really missed that performance. It does look
Scissor
like
me.
Yeah. So the joke here is, how is that considered wholesome family entertainment, but Pepe Le Pew is canceled?
That's a good question.
And I think you guys you answer this so I had a debate actually on Facebook with this woman on Facebook, and she is all for the cancel culture movement. And she's saying Pepe Le Pew being canceled is very obvious, straightforward, and it makes perfect sense.
I'm going to throw it up on the screen behind you. Let's see if we can get it there right now.
Okay. Perfect.
Honestly,
Perfect, guys. So you could see what we're talking about here. I'm going to move out the way.
Neither one is correct, politically correct to be broadcast throughout media in general. But the less of two evils, I'd rather hear Scissor Me than watch Pepe Le Pew attemptedly rape this cat.
No.
We're talking about kids. We're not talking about adults.
I mean, but this is basically saying that it's okay if a woman is pushing you off to, continue to profess your love for her and, go for it. This is basically saying, scissor me,
No, I'll so the it's crazy that we think Pepe Le Pew, like how many kids do you know watch Pepe Le Pew as a kid and grew up to be a rapist?
That's what I tried to explain to her.
I don't know.
I said to her, you know, in the debate that we were having back and forth, because it was just me and her on her page back and forth. I said to her two things. I said, number one, Pepe Le Pew being removed from Space Jam 2 does absolutely nothing for getting the point across, because now as a child who's watching Space Jam 2, he's out of the picture. We are not getting that message across. Right. Instead, what they should have done was keep him in the movie and then let him know, you know, guys, this is not right, and I'm not going to do this anymore. Send that message out there. Canceling him does absolutely nothing to help the situation. Then I also said, well, if that's the case, if you're going to cancel Pepe Le Pew, then you might as well cancel Pinky and the Brain, because they're domestic terrorists, or international terrorists, because they're always trying to take over the world.
Come on.
You know, cancel them. Cancel Miss Piggy, because Miss Piggy is always trying to go after Kermit. When Kermit says no, she's throwing her boobs on top of him. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to cancel him, cancel her too. And the point that I'm making is, if we're going to do all these cancellations for the sake of cancel culture, then we really need to evaluate yourselves. And then on top of that, if you check the Watch Trouble page, I brought up the point. There's an article that states cancel culture is very toxic, because everybody likes to use the word toxic. I hate that word. Anyway, they said it's very toxic in the sense that you're ostracizing people instead of actually coming up with a solution. You're pretty much ostracizing them, belittling them, and it's just as bad as what they were doing. So where's the solution here? So, I mean, if you guys are for cancel culture, cool. But I would just say, this is my tidbit, my last minute rant. I am against cancel culture. I think it's BS. It's a shitty agenda. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, but
you can say
I
that.
am just so frustrated with it.
I am too.
I think as a parent, let me raise my child. And as I pointed out to the person, when kids are watching Pepe Le Pew, they're laughing. They're not thinking, oh my God, he's a rapist. He's going to rape me. No.
You know what? Let me go hold along the next little girl I see and try kissing her.
You know what I'm saying? They're not studying all of that. It's just a good time.
I can understand the whole Pepe thing. I mean, and fair is fair. Miss Piggy, Miss Piggy.
Oh yeah, Miss Piggy definitely deserves it.
Nikki Parker, you know, those are, you know,
Professor Ogilvy.
Yeah, those
are. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you remember all those shows?
Professor.
All those shows. Steve Urkel being annoying as F.
Yeah, but he was never really physically touchy on Laura.
He was after a certain point.
I mean, when he, you know, became Stefan,
yeah.
Hey, girl.
Anyway, so long story short, just to cut off the rant that I was doing, I'm against cancel culture. No one can actually make sense of it to me, because I feel like at the end of the day, this goes back to the point that we made a couple weeks ago. A parent should be able to be a parent and teach their child accordingly. I should not have cancel culture coming down my throat to tell me what cartoons my kid could watch and what they shouldn't be able to watch. You know what I'm saying? So that's my rant. That's my 2-minute rant. I feel like I kill right now. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock, guys, and this is the end of our show. I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in to Watch Trouble. My name is Shandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy.
It's good to have you back in the driver's seat.
Oh, you know, you guys did a wonderful job, and I'll keep praising you guys. You guys should maybe do like once a month. Ooh. Have just the guy connect, and I'll just call in.
Listen, we'll have Watch Trouble speed dating going on.
Oh my God.
It's gonna get wild in here.
Panties thrown, bras.
No grown-ups in the room, just me and him. It's gonna be a problem.
No grown-ups. Anyway, my name is Shandy, sweet and fluffy like cotton candy, pink cotton candy. You can follow me on Instagram at Shandy Media, on Facebook at Shandy Sweet, on Twitter Shandy Media, and all that good stuff. And you could also catch me each and every Sunday with Trouble in the Morning at 10:30 a.m. as I give you guys the entertainment report.
Yo, you gotta get the link tree.
The link tree?
Yeah, get a link tree.
Let me tell you, I used to have Linktree and I hated it.
Come on, Grandma.
Because you know why I hated it? Linktree, I had it before Linktree became Linktree, and everybody's like, what the hell is this? How do you use it? So now I feel like if I'm going back to Linktree, it's like I'm beyond that. So why am I going backwards? Give me something new.
I can't believe that I didn't think about that as an idea.
For real?
I've been at Linktree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole team had it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rhythm Cast Music, our team.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Shout out to Rhythm Cast. Big up to the whole team.
Yes. Dazzle, do you want to give your little shout out?
Yeah. Shouts to everybody that was locked in and tuned in, gave their opinions tonight.
Yeah.
Whether you're on Mixcloud, Julian's Promos Live, GMGT.LIVE on Twitch,
Shandy's phone,
Facebook, Fastbook, whatever you want to call it. Shouts to everybody that was locked on. If you want to follow, get to know me, get to know, who I represent, what sound I play for, what I'm about, follow me on
Rhythm Cast Music.
See, there you go. Follow me on Instagram at DJ Dazzle and or Rhythmcast Music. I do follow back. I do like to crack jokes. You know, at times I might be a little Pepe Le Pew. You know, I might have a little Miss Piggy moment. You know, but you know, why not? Why not? Let's have some fun. It is social media. Don't take everything you see seriously. We're here for a laugh, but this is Watch Trouble. So if you would like to get to know the cast members individually, personally, however you would like to feel welcomed in the show, make sure you follow us on social media.
And of course, the voice of God is going to mention the wake up call in the morning.
Yeah, we go live from 6 a.m. Don't forget the wake up workout is no longer on a Friday. We're looking to bring that back on a Saturday as its own full show.
Okay.
And we're going to look to get some nice, fitness people. The
male and female, or
both?
Okay.
Both, yeah.
Looking to replace Richard Simmons, huh?
Kind of like that. So that's going to be hosted by Alma Boy.
Okay.
And we're looking to bring that back. But from 9 to 12 tomorrow, the AM pump, and we should be live on Julian's too. So
yes.
Yeah, we can catch us on Julian's tomorrow.
That's right, guys.
So Alma Boy, you need a sweatband and some pretty color pants, eh?
No, he has those. Have you seen his have you seen his workout video?
No, but I could only imagine.
Yeah. So he definitely has that.
All right. So before we disappear, I also want to shout out Leonce for an incredible interview. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did as well. And shout out to her manager, Kim. Thank you very much. And of course, I have to give an honorable mention to Julian as well as to Mr. Request Man himself, Reza.
Yep. Reza was here on Sunday, had an amazing interview with him.
Sure did. I saw it.
Trouble in the Morning. So
yes.
Shout out to Team Trouble in the Morning.
And I think that's it. I'm done talking for the night, guys.
Bye.
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 Watch Trouble each and every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. on GMGT.
Good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it
music, good time, delivering the best.